I will mention that Dr. Rock is Superintendent of the Year with the NYSCTE. If you can maybe explain what that is. But the support from Wappingers School District has been really tremendous for this program. And I would also say I'm really in awe of Dr. Miller and the math and physics exploration. I'm a member of that group.
You love your flag.
Flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So our first speaker who has made this possible will be Dr. Baum, who will talk, give you some various comments about the program and about how you guys are doing it.
Thank you, Dr. Miller. Pleasure to be with you this afternoon. It would not be Pi Day 314 if I was not celebrating it with Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller has been a friend for years, and I have been most impressed by the work of Dr. Miller and his staff and the Math and Science Exploration Center. I can speak to you as a parent. Both of my students were fortunate enough to take coursework through Dr. Miller, and through that, I don't know how you did it, Dr. Miller, but they love math, and they still love math to this day. And I see that happening within the 5 elementary schools and 2 middle schools in our school district. So I would like to commend our staff for all of their work. Is math fun? Come on, you can do better than that. Is math fun? I'll tell you what, if you're learning math from Dr. Miller and you're learning it in the Wappingers Central School District, math is fun. Dr. Miller, take care.
So our next speaker will be the new head of math and science for K through 6. And I'd like to introduce you to Audrey Rutgers, and for my friend Rich, who's standing here, he went to Rutgers University. But it's
Well, good afternoon to mathematicians. Some of you might actually have seen me recently, so it's exciting to see your faces again. And to the families, and to the educators, and to any of our guests. As has been said, my name is Audrey Rutgers, and I am the new director K through 6 of Math and Science. So I'd like to recognize the commitment to learning and the passion for mathematics that lies behind this enrichment opportunity, and celebrate every single one of you for your role in making that happen. Now, I've had the pleasure and privilege of being in almost every single one of the elementary math enrichment groups, and I've seen firsthand the kind of thinking in which your students engage. And this is truly something worth celebrating. So be proud, think mathematically, enjoy today's festivities, and happy Pi Day.
So I'd like to introduce John Lumia, who is the president of the Board of Education. And I would say that the Wappingers School District has been very, very receptive to the math and physics exploration activities.
Today we are celebrating Pi Day and recognizing also the students that diligently work with Dr. Miller. Each of the students who are being recognized are very lucky. As I said, I'm the president, but she wants to direct everything. Thank you. My God. Each of the students who are being recognized are very lucky to have worked with Dr. Miller. Sometimes I wish I had Dr. Miller as a teacher. He has a way of teaching that makes mathematics fun to learn. Indeed, your mathematical skills have improved thanks to the guidance of Dr. Miller. Yesterday we are celebrating Pi Day. Different teachers have honored this day by bringing a circle of pies with cookies and inserting the pi symbol on them. However, how many of you who are being recognized today wonder how the value of pi was calculated? That's incredible, 100,000 digits. In conclusion, on behalf of the Board of Education, I want to thank Dr. Miller, for all he does for our students, and hope that his association will continue for many, many more years to come. I want to congratulate the students who participated in the program, and I want to thank the parents for all they do in getting the kids early in school and also to pick them up later in the afternoon. So congratulations and continued success with Dr. Miller. Thank you.
And the reason why I'm picking this up is sort of give you an idea of what your children are doing in school and learning. And one of the things that happened to me earlier this year was I watched a video called Zero to Infinity that was hosted by half a dozen well-known mathematicians from places like Harvey Mudd College, Princeton University, and I felt there was something wrong with the film, despite the fact that the Simon Foundation spent $600,000 to make the film. And so I found this was a good lesson to teach the students, because what I've tried to teach them is the way you learn math is the challenge, which of course you have to be very polite when you challenge it, as my brother learned when he challenged his teacher too much and got kept there from school. And so what I want to do is give you a little lesson, which I've tried a couple of times with some groups that, like CLS, and have been frustrated that the audience wasn't able to pick it up. So I've kept refining it, and I assume that the influence that your children have, they can help you with this. Okay, and so one of the things that I found in math was that there was a concept called zero is nothing. Okay, and it turns out this has become sort of a cute little thing in math. They show all the anomalies that come with it, except the problem is it's not a particularly good statement. So I'm going to illustrate that with some difficulty. To challenge me, of course they go home and they can check with their parents, except one little girl did have a little bit of a problem with checking with her parents, because one of the students from Myers Corners showed her mom, who was a math teacher, what she was doing, and her mom had to start learning this because she hadn't been shown it in school. So the interesting thing in this process is that their children are learning something that you haven't been taught, and contrary to what you saw in the Common Core program, they understand it, you don't. But don't stop there. Let them teach you. Okay? And part of the nourishment, what happens is, the success I think I've had in math is because I nourish the children. I don't criticize them. I have them go through gently. And if you do that same thing at home, you're going to have a lot of geniuses. And so, in fact, I'm going to let you let them express some of these ideas. So I would like to start first with Mrs. Halliday. Now, here was what the challenge was. I've been teaching 5th and 6th graders who are at the top of their class how to do 18-digit by 18-digit multiplication. So with permission of Dr. Cardwell, I started teaching one of the 5th graders at Fishkill Plains. And this was Mrs. Nelson's class and Mrs. Patterson's class, and the entire class learned how to do 18-digit multiplication. Okay, and so I felt good about this because this was now a wide range of children. Well, I believe in challenges. I could do it for the 5th grade, but I do it for the 4th grade. The 4th grade are just learning long multiplication. Okay, and so there were 3 teachers I worked with. Mrs. Halliday at Oak Grove, Mrs. Tompkins at Fishkill Plains, and Mrs. Leone at Brinkville. Okay, and most of the time I spent with Ms. Halliday's class, and we were hoping that her entire class would be able to do that so we could recognize her entire class. But they're only 4th graders, and we've only got about a half to 3/4 of the class. And
Lower this thing a little bit. All right, awesome. So, actually, I met Dr. Miller a while ago when I was teaching kindergarten, actually, at Oak Grove. So I had the pleasure of working with him with my kindergartners that are now 4th graders. So it's been a whirlwind, but we've had a fun time here. And now I'm in 4th, and this is my first year there. So I'm going to talk about my experience with Dr. Miller and just everything that I've learned and taken away from that experience. So In the ever-changing journey of education, there are those professors who go beyond the ordinary, getting students interested and curious. Dr. Miller is one of those teachers. Recently, he led our class through learning an 18-digit by 18-digit multiplication problem, not just by memorizing formulas, which a lot of students like, but with smart ways and a good eye for patterns. Dr. Miller's big on patterns, if you didn't know. At first, the problem seemed really hard, even for the math whizzes that were in my classrooms. But Dr. Miller attacked it by telling us to think differently and look at it from different angles. Instead of jumping into complex math problems, he told us to break it down into smaller, more meaningful parts. With his help, we started seeing patterns and tricks in the numbers, figuring it out bit by bit. Dr. Miller didn't just teach us how to do math. Oh no, lots more, and lots of stories too. He gave us tricks to handle these big multiplication problems. From doing math in our heads to making rough guesses, he showed us how to be smart about it. By rearranging the numbers, we learned how to make it easier and to make fewer mistakes as we were going through these huge problems. But what was really great about Dr. Miller was how he made us work together. Instead of just working alone, he made us so we could share our ideas in the classroom. Together, we used everyone's skills to solve problems we couldn't have done alone. As we worked, the problems started to make more sense. Dr. Miller went over this multiple times in all the classrooms that I've been in. With each new idea, we felt more confident, every single person in the classroom, including myself, with Dr. Miller's guidance. In the end, we didn't just solve this 18 by 18 digit math problem. We really understood how it worked, which isn't that the goal? Not just doing an algorithm, but actually understanding what's going on. We really understood how it worked. Dr. Miller taught us more than just the math tricks and the patterns. He made us love learning and wanted to find out even more after he left. Dr. Miller made a big difference. With his unique ways of teaching and never giving up on all of us, including myself, thank you. He's made us want to tackle through things with courage and curiosity. Dr. Miller isn't just a teacher. He's like a guide, helping us through the tricky parts of school. Thank you, Dr. Miller. They make me staple it. This is no joke. This is the 18-digit by 18-digit math problem that my 4th grade students, 9-year-olds, have accomplished with the help of Dr. Miller.
And so I want to make trophies for this event based upon what's standing next to Mrs. Halliday. This is done on a 3D printer. It took me 2 months of running my 3D printer consistently, and the 3D printer is only this high. So there was a lot of mathematics and a lot of parts didn't go correctly. And so you can see from this that in order to get the fit on the printer, we may add individual parts. And it turns out if you take this thing completely apart, you get what I call the core, and that itself is a piece of artwork too. So this represented, I'm a slow learner. This represented the STEAM effort in showing how when you put math and science and art and engineering together, one of the results that you get from this. And Mrs. Wells printed up a really nice set of trophies. So what I'd like her to do is award some of the people here. So we'd like to start off with Mrs. Halliday.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Representative.
This is really cool, guys.
Okay.
Has the pi symbol on it.
Wait a minute. That's okay.
You guys get one. You gotta show McCabe. Oak Grove students.
Okay, so, okay, and also, Miss Fazio gets one.
Oh. Would you like to sit down?
Yes. Okay, so, what we're going to do now is, normally what I like to do is have a lot of students read their essays and their parents. The trouble with that, it takes a long time.
Throughout the course of this program, I've not only learned math that I didn't think I was capable of, also gained more confidence in my abilities. At the start of this enrichment course, we learned to do 18-digit by 18-digit multiplication. When I first looked at the problem, it was like trying to read a foreign language. I barely understood a thing. However, after just 2 weeks, I was able to confidently solve the problem within 10 minutes. As the weeks continued to pass, we learned various patterns, equations, and more. While it didn't happen immediately, my mindset slowly began to change when I looked at an unknown problem. In October, I would think, okay, this is impossible, there's literally no way that I will get this. But now, whenever we start a new topic, I tell myself, alright, this is tough, but I'll get it within a few weeks if I keep trying. At this point, not only can I do high school level math, I am able to look at college level math with confidence and the thought that I can do it if I try. Without this program, this mathematical and mental growth would never have happened. Thank you.
Notice that she mentioned something about high school math. So let me just describe the problem that she's talking about. She has to take the infinite power series for the e to the x and multiply it by another infinite power series and prove that you sum up the exponents. Okay, that was a problem that even I couldn't do even after I got my PhD. It took me a couple of years to figure it out. So almost all the students that are taking this can do something that was well beyond my capability when I was 10 years older than they were, or 20 years older. So, and there was a lot of excitement on my part as well as their part to see how bright and how much knowledge that we weren't observing which we could find when we really challenged the kids.
Math enrichment helped me with a lot of things inside and outside of school. It played a part in me getting all 4s on my report card, and now I do at least 2 hours of learning by myself every day at home, using more of my free time to get smarter using Khan Academy and working by myself. On my second quarter report card, I received all 4s. I give credit to math enrichment because it helped me better understand concepts in math. It challenged me to study more and to learn harder topics. Also, my free time usage has been much better. Instead of using most of it to play video games, I now use almost all of it to learn, whether it is using Khan Academy or just working by myself. I also use my free time to go outside and play soccer and basketball. Math enrichment better structure my life. Thank you.
Sean's mother also wrote an essay, which I won't read, but she was talking about how he uses trigonometry in his soccer games to determine where the ball is going to go. She's coming up here. Okay, the next person I'm going to have read their composition is Michael Osso's mother's essay, in which the principal of the school, Amy Fazio, is going to read the essay.
So Mrs. Osso wrote this wonderful essay, and I do second her sentiments definitely in all of the wonderful compliments that she has to say. So her son, Michael, my student Michael, was first introduced to the math enrichment program last year as a 5th grader when Dr. Miller would push into his classroom weekly. Michael enjoyed learning tips and tricks from Dr. Miller, which made him eager to take his class this year as a 6th grader on Friday mornings before school. She feels, and I feel, that this program is beneficial in many ways. Michael has developed critical thinking and problem-solving skills and techniques which improves his math skills and also increases his proficiency and confidence. There was a time when Michael was not very interested in math, and she feels that he's more confident and is gaining a strong foundation that will help him in the years to come. Michael is able to solve problems that are much higher than his school level, and it makes him feel proud. She remembers when Michael told her that he could easily solve an 18 by 18 digit multiplication problem. You could hear in his voice that besides being proud, he believed in himself. This is a true story because his whole 5th grade class last year did that, and it was very impressive. I've also noticed that Michael is much faster with processing math problems in his head without the use of paper and pen. In general, with all subjects, he's become more aware of how to process information in a way that's easy for him to follow. He understands that there are multiple ways to solve problems and that he just needs to figure out what works best. Since Michael decided to take this class on his own, it feels like a personalized learning experience for him, one in which he doesn't feel pressured or worried about grades and assignments. Rather, he focuses on ways to improve his math skills. It's very nice to have a program that provides additional practice for those who want to get ahead and develop a love for learning without feeling pressured or overwhelmed. I feel that Michael's experience has been rewarding, and I look forward to seeing his passion for learning continues to grow through math and other subject areas. We appreciate Dr. Miller's knowledge, experience, and his time that he shares with the students who take his class. Thank you on behalf of Mrs. Oso and myself, Dr. Miller.
Hey, you want to come up? We're going to hear Michael's side of the story.
For me personally, I've gotten a lot out of the math enrichment program. One thing that I'm benefiting from with the math enrichment program is that I'm becoming more confident in math. Before starting, I did not think I was great in math. Then when I started the course, I was starting to learn stuff that high schoolers learn. I couldn't even tell how advanced it was because the way Dr. Miller taught it was presented in a way that was easy to understand and easy to follow along. Another thing that I benefited from with this experience is that I am being prepared for high school. Since he was teaching me stuff I would learn in upper grades, I would have a little bit of background knowledge of what to expect. When my first week with Dr. Miller was over, I was so excited to tell my family what I had learned. I remember learning about the guess your number trick, and I was amazed by it, so I used it on my family. They also thought it was pretty cool. Although I was very hesitant in signing up to take the math enrichment course, I'm glad that I did because it came with a lot of benefits. I actually enjoy math more now. I'm more confident with it and I'm prepared for the future. Thank you, Dr. Miller.
Sarah Rothman is going to tell you a little bit about the Math Museum, and then after that we're going to do the awards ceremony.
So, libraries have long enhanced our reading enjoyment and understanding. We want to model a math museum after the library in order to achieve the same results for mathematics. A solid background in mathematics enhances a student's ability to do well in other scientific fields, as I'm sure you already know. Several years back, the Math and Physics Exploration had 3 straight years of valedictorians and salutatorians in the Arlington School District. So far, we have had 2 straight years of valedictorians in the Highlands School District and expect another next year. We've started working on math museums in the 2 Wappingers junior high schools and are looking at perhaps creating them for 2 of the elementary schools. We feel that the math museums could supercharge the STEAM program. And you've heard about how STEAM was used to create this large objet d'art. Math museums will have exhibits and puzzles that will illustrate the various principles of mathematics with puzzles that the students can take away with them. It will provide exhibits and computer programs that teachers can use at the museum or in the classroom. It will also have the 12 labors of Minerva, which is 12 challenging math programs for which the students will receive trophies when they have completed them. Students and teachers will be given the opportunity to create the exhibits using their imagination and 3D printers. And I believe that parents will have the opportunity to contribute as well. So keep that in mind. Thank you.
Student is Mark Bustamante. Is Mark Okay. Billy Schwartz. And Ethan Wong. And so one last bit before we go to refreshments. There will be refreshments out in the lobby there. We have pies, cookies, and all kinds of juices. Thanks to Tops, Adams Fair Farms, Daily Planet, and the Hudson Valley Bank. And also, one of our other sponsors was Melina White who gave us a large donation to the Community Foundation in honor of her husband. Okay, so hello, Pi Day honorees. I would like to introduce you to some of the public leaders who have signed your certificate and to those who have given speeches to honor the work that you have done.
Hey, this is Congressman Pat Ryan. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you to Dr. Miller for including me and inviting me. I'm so sorry that I can't be there in person, but I just want to congratulate each and every student on Math Recognition Day, and of course to do it on Pi Day is pretty cool. We are so proud of the work you're doing, the fact that you are leaps and bounds ahead of your peers, doing math many grade levels ahead of where you should be. It puts you and your friends and colleagues in a great position to be successful, to contribute to our community, and to contribute to our country and our world. So we are proud of you. It's my honor to, on behalf of the 800,000 people that I represent in the Hudson Valley, to say congratulations, keep up the great work, and we know you're going to do many great things ahead, and we're here to support you.
I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in person, but I wanted to take a moment to extend my congratulations and best wishes to each of you who are being honored for your mathematical excellence at the Wappingers Central School District's annual Pi Day recognition ceremony. Math is the language of the universe, a tool so powerful that it unlocks the mysteries of galaxies far beyond our reach and solves the most intricate problems here on Earth. It's the backbone of technology, engineering, and science, fields that drive our society forward, innovating solutions for a sustainable future. So this March 14th, we're not just celebrating the magic of Pi, but also you, the amazing students who have shown so much passion and skill in math. You're the stars today. Your achievements go beyond just academic excellence. They are a testament to your hard work, perseverance, and passion for a subject that shapes the world around us. Your hard work and brilliance in tackling complex problems are truly inspiring. It's your curiosity and drive that keeps this community vibrant and pushing the boundaries of what we understand about the world around us. Each of you are the pioneers of tomorrow, laying down the foundations for advancements we can only begin to imagine. Your dedication to mathematics inspires not only your peers, but all of us, highlighting the importance of STEM education and its role in addressing the challenges of our time. So let's give a big round of applause to all our math whizzes for your incredible achievements. You're proving every day that math isn't just numbers and equations. It's a thrilling adventure waiting to be explored. Keep questioning, keep solving, and keep being awesome. Here's to more math, more discoveries, and more fun. May your mathematical journey be as infinite and boundless as the digits in it.
Well, hello everyone. This is Assemblyman AJ Bepan just reaching out to wish you a very happy Pi Day. On this March 14th, we pause to remember the importance of math within our education system and for the future of all residents across the state of New York. And as always, if I could do anything to support your math initiatives, please don't hesitate to reach out to my office. Thank you everyone, and happy Pi Day.
Hi, I'm Dutchess County Executive Sue Serino, and I am thrilled to be able to celebrate all of you who are being honored at this year's annual Pi Day Math Recognition Ceremony. Math and science play such a critical role in our lives, and I am thrilled to see so many students committed to learning in these fields. I have seen firsthand how much this program has grown over the years, and it is incredible to see so many being recognized today. I am in awe of your talents, and I know that if you continue to embrace that same grit and passion that you brought here today, you have some very bright futures ahead. Congratulations again on this well-earned achievement, and we can't wait to see all that you are able to accomplish next.
Hello everyone, this is Will Truitt, Chairman of the Dutchess County Legislature, coming to you to wish you all a very happy Pi Day today. First off, I want to say I'm sorry that I'm not able to attend with you today and be there. I'm at work, but I do want to say congratulations on behalf of all of us in the Dutchess County Legislature, in Dutchess County government, And on behalf of the nearly 300,000 residents who call Dutchess County home, we are all so proud of your accomplishments and your participation in the Math and Physics Exploration Program. Math is a vital part of life. It is something that we all use, especially as you grow older, become an adult, and start working. I know I, for one, have used math all my life, especially now. I want to thank Dr. Miller for organizing this event for the 11th straight year. It has been a phenomenal annual activity, and we are thankful for all that he has done. I do also want to say, please thank all of your teachers and your educators, those who have continued to help you out as you have learned more and grown more as students. You have bright futures ahead of you, and we are all so proud of you. We have certificates prepared for you on behalf of the Dutchess County Legislature to congratulate you on all of your accomplishments, and we look forward to seeing all the great things that you will do in the future. Again, very happy Pi Day, and we hope that you have a great day.
Happy Pi Day, happy Math Recognition Day, folks. This is your town supervisor, Joseph D. Cavassini, coming to you to congratulate you tonight. Your accomplishments, where you are in your student careers, has far surpassed many of your colleagues and fellow students in your own schools. And this is important. We're recognizing your accomplishments in the fields of math and science, something that is often not appreciated or looked past. We are recognizing you, and we congratulate you for where you are in your life so far. It was Albert Einstein who said, "Pure mathematics is the poetry of logical ideas." And in a way, that is what you are doing. You are executing logical ideas and far surpassing most of the other children and students in your age group and in your own district. Math is very important, and as you continue to grow and develop into your future, you will see that math is a part of everyday life. Here, in running a town, whether it's developing budgets or computing for projects and master plans, we are looking at numbers every day. We are so proud of you. We are excited to see your future success. We would like to thank Dr. Miller for his efforts, and we identify that this is a team effort, and we appreciate you and all of what you are doing to improve our community. On behalf of the nearly 30,000 people that call the town of Wappinger home, congratulations and well deserved.